everyone, how are we all doing this afternoon? I'm here to talk to you about crystals for migraine, and I might also get the cards out. So if you're watching, do comment so I know you're here. Otherwise, hashtag replay, hashtag sorry I missed you. And we will take things from there. So first of all, I'm going to talk about migraines, but I was also interested in the symptoms that people were getting for migraines, because it may give you a clue as to what is actually causing your migraine and what you need to do to fix it, as it were. Now it's telling me I've got one viewer, but it's not telling me who it is, so thank you for joining me. And oh no, they've gone again. No, they haven't. It's there. So do let me know if you're here in the comments. Facebook is being difficult, so I think I'll probably have to go back and answer questions afterwards. So migraines, if you suffer from migraine, you know it's not just a bad headache. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people get a bad headache and it's, oh, they've got a migraine. But actually, it's not just a bad headache. I don't actually always get a headache. Sometimes I just get what's called the aura and the feeling unwell. So for me, it's similar symptoms to what Claire mentioned. So the feel like you're dribbling, drooling, and everything's dropping on one side of your face. Maybe the pain in one eye, the prickling sensation before it comes on, that sort of thing. Mine can be set off by stress. Funny light, so sometimes if I'm walking along the beach, it's a long time since I've done that, and the sun is just reflecting very slightly on the waves, sometimes that can actually give me migraine. Sometimes I get them when I get travel sick, so I really do sympathize with anybody that gets them. But let's think about how we can stop these. So I've got 4 of the most commonly used crystals for migraine here to show you, and I'm also going to talk about one that I use that for a lot of people the jury's still out, but it certainly worked for me. So first of all, let's go with this one. So that's your rose quartz. So that's all about the balance and self-nurturing and looking after yourself. Then we have the lapis, and as you know, lapis is one of my favorites. So lapis. And because of lapis sort of working on the third eye and the crown chakra, it's all sort of in your head, so that is why lapis is good. And then we also have aventurine, green aventurine, and this one is good because obviously working at your heart chakra, but also it's all about balance, and green stones tend to be quite calming and soothing and cooling, so that's why that one. And then last of all, we have what's sometimes called the master crystal, is good old quartz. So quartz works on a lot of things, but also what it's very good at doing is amplifying the effects of other crystals. So if you really want sort of that extra bit of bang, then I would recommend, whatever you're doing, pop a bit of quartz in with it. So that is my recommendations for migraine. I will pop up a little infographic later about them. But the other crystal, and I haven't got one that I can show you at the moment, Somewhere I have a bracelet with them on, but a stone that I used to find really helped was something called rhodochrosite. It's a really, really pretty stone. It's sort of pink, and it's got these sort of waves, you know, just gentle white waves through it. Or to me, it almost looks like, it looks a bit like sort of candy or rock that's been rolled flat. It's really, really beautiful, and is actually quite hard to get hold of sometimes as well. But once you've got it, as I said, I've got a couple of pieces. I've got a pendant and I've got a stretch bracelet. So I used to find, you know, wear that day to day, helped keep migraines at bay. And this is what worked for me, so it might be worth trying it for yourself, is, you know, at the back of your head, you go up and you've got that sort of little dent in there. Is, if I had a migraine, I used to put a crystal in there, and then basically I had to do the lie in the darkened room and try and sleep thing. But I found that used to help it shift much quicker. And then also something else to think of is if you also get it the other end, whereas, you know, after you've had migraine, you feel like you've been out night on the tiles, you feel really hungover. Again, the similar sort of crystals, just to generally nurture yourself. Maybe think about bringing in sort of a yellow or orange crystal that might help with nausea if you get nausea. So just think about, you know, what causes your migraines. So if it's stress, bang, amethyst is for you. But also what symptoms you're getting, so you can use crystals to target the symptoms that you get for you. So just looking at a page I found on the website, on the internet, agate for tension headaches. Well, that's not a migraine. Citrine if you've got a low mood headache. What else it's saying? Amber if you tend to get toothache and sinus pain. We talked about moonstone the other day for PMS and hormonal headaches. So yeah, there's just a few that you can use. So as I said, I'll pop up a list later on. If you haven't got these crystals and would like to get some, and would also like to offer me a bit of support in this group for building this community, you can either go into the announcements at the top, and there's a link to the Psychic Tree, which I know a few of you shop at the Psychic Tree, and it's got some amazing stuff. If you click on that link, anything you then buy, because you've clicked on my link, I actually get a little percentage back. So it doesn't cost you anymore, but I just get a little referral percentage back. Or if you want me to make you something up, a bracelet or a pendant, or maybe just even just a little bag of stones, then do get in touch and I can work a price out for you. So for example, you could say have an amethyst and rose quartz stretch bracelet. That would work quite well, because it would be sort of the calming and the nurturing, but then also the amethyst working on all the stuff that goes around in your head. So that would be quite a nice combination. I should have to see what beads I've got and maybe make one up. But anyway, the other thing I thought I'd share with you today, that I've given you a peek of before, but I've not used, is my crystal healing oracle. And what I have in here is the little book, and also a set of beautiful cards. So compared to some, the background is a bit boring, but can you see they're silver lined? And there's just some amazing photos in them. There's some more there. The light's hiding it, but you can see a number under there. So, and what that does is I then go back to my little book. So I'm just, oh, I thought I saw a road of crows like that one there. So I'm just going to pull a card today at random from the middle. And that is one I've never come across, Rainbow Night. And that tells me number 22. So if I look that up in my book, it's telling me about bridges the world and the rest of creation, healing unconditionally, talks about self-understanding, it talks about divination, what it can heal, and then just things like the frequency, which chakras it relates to, which zodiac sign it relates to, and then the soul path, and it is all there in the book. This side. So if you would like, then what I can do is I'll probably start doing it from next week. Let me know in the comments if it's something that you would be interested in. I will start. What I'll probably do is draw 3 crystals, pop them that way up. Sorry, draw 3 cards, pop them that way up, possibly with a crystal on top of them, and then give you the day to choose, and then afterwards, at the end of the day, I will let you know what it says, and you can think about whether that actually resonates with what's going on for you at the moment. I've had a couple that have come up for me, and I've thought, oh yes. But it's also a lovely opportunity, because there's some quite rare crystals in there, to actually, because of the photography, to see what some of the crystals actually look like. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget, any comments, any questions, pop them below. #replay sorry I missed you, and I will be back with you all live next Tuesday. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.